A listener named Andy writes in and says, Tom, my wife of little over a year is constantly pressuring me to have a kid. Now, first of all, I do want kids. However, I am not ready financially, emotionally, physically, etc. We make good money, but due to college loans and stupid financial decisions, we were both in debt. We discussed kids before we got married, of course. It settled on at least 3 years before we would have a kid. Now she is getting those damn motherly instincts and wants one now. She feels it is wrong to make her wait. I tell her it is more inconsiderate to make me have a kid when I am not ready. Her logic is it may take a year or more to get pregnant than 9 months to have the kid. So therefore, in her woman logic, that is about 3 years. What can I do? Oh, and leaving is not an option. I know you're going to chastise me, but I work for her father. Sign me forced fatherhood. That's what Andy signs himself, forced fatherhood. We didn't use Andy's last name here, so he's cool at home. But, yes, forced fatherhood is how he signs it. Now, Andy, I got some news for you here, okay? You say you have, hey, you make it sound like you got no options here. Of course you got an option. Leave. As I've always said on this program, there is no way to compromise. When you're talking about children, you can't have half a baby. You can't have half now, another half in 3 years. You can't do it. The two of you have an agreement. You agreed. According to you, you agreed that you would wait 3 years to have a baby. You agreed on that. You settled on that. It says it right here. Now she feels it's wrong to make her wait. Well, guess what? You have an agreement. You know, you took wedding vows, and those are certainly vows, but you also had an agreement on how long you would wait to have a baby. It is unfair for her to try to back down on the agreement the two of you have. Now, this is one of those, and I pointed this out on the air many times, this is one of the reasons why it's a good idea not to get married until your debt problems are taken care of. You should both come into a marriage clean and free of debt. Because you're going to be incurring all kinds of new debt when you get married. Maybe you'll buy a house or a condo. Maybe you'll buy a new car. Or even a used car. And at some point you might have kids, and that costs a fortune. You should be able to say, no, not now, not ready, not happening. And if she, agreed to that and now wants to back down on the promise, you could simply leave. And you know what? If I was with someone who agreed to wait 3 years, so we, argued about it or discussed it or debated it or whatever, and we finally settled on, all right, 3 years, that's how long we're going to wait. I'd rather go 5. You'd rather go no time at all. We compromised on 3 years. If you agreed on that and then got married, and then she says, well, no, it's not fair to make me wait. You know what? You can do better than that. You can leave. Who was she to back down on the agreement the two of you had? That's part of the agreement. When you got married, you agreed to that. You know what? You best get out while the getting's good, because if she backed down on that, what other vows, what other promises is she going to back down on to tell you you're unfair for enforcing? You agreed on this. You know what? If she told you before you got married you'd have to have a baby right away, maybe you wouldn't have married her. Maybe you wouldn't even continue dating her. You married her in part because the two of you agreed that you'd wait 3 years to have a baby. As far as I'm concerned, this is as much a promise as any wedding vow. By the way, what kind of birth control are you using, Andy? Condoms? Do you leave those lying around? She may make the decision for you. So now, some of you may have a different point of view on this, but my opinion is simple. And by the way, I'm real consistent with this stuff. I don't just come on the air and say stuff for shock value. I don't come on the air and tell you this stuff simply because I want to get a reaction. I really do believe if you have an agreement on this, it's sacrosanct. She didn't have to marry you. She could have said, I don't want to wait 3 years. You know what? I'm going to marry somebody who's going to impregnate me right now. And if that's what she wanted, she should have done that. But no. Like all women out there, she agreed to the 3 years, got you to marry her, and then figures you'll change. And then when you don't change, she tells you you're not fair. No, what's not fair is agreeing to something and then later telling you you're wrong for expecting her to live up to the promise she made. My opinion is leave. Do you disagree with that?
Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-TOM. Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-866.
Excuse me while I scratch my balls.
The Tom Leykis Show.
Tom Leykis Show. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. Susie, hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Well, Tom, you know what? I don't agree with you this time.
Why?
Just because maybe she made a promise, and I totally respect that. But, you know, in time, people mature, and then, you know, as a mother instinct, they want to have a baby.
Well, tough luck. You know what? They made an agreement. By the way, I made an agreement to marry you, and I took wedding vows, but maybe I changed my mind. Maybe I decided, you know what, maybe you're a controlling bitch, and you're trying to boss me around now that you've got married to me, and now maybe I decide I wanted to change my mind, too.
You know what? She can boss him around.
She can boss him around. I hope all the boys out there are hearing this. This is the mentality of so many women, yes.
She feeds them. Why shouldn't she tell him what to do?
Well, is that the way you run your relationship, darling?
That's right.
Anyone who tells me what to do gets their ass kicked out the door.
If I was making more money than you do, and I was bringing...
Dear, I've never met a woman who makes more money than I do.
Well, that's your problem.
No, it's not a problem, dear. I make a lot of money.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you make a lot of money, but we're talking about...
What do you think they'd pay me to do this job? Nothing?
Well, I'm sure you make some money.
Yeah, how much do you think I make?
It doesn't matter. That's not the point.
Of course it does.
The point is...
In fact, whether you make more money or not is irrelevant. Supposedly, when you get married, you are equals. They have an agreement. That's it.
Well, let's be realistic in life. It doesn't always happen as perfect as you think.
No, but the point is they made a promise. They made an agreement. No, they agreed on a compromise already.
Guys make promises all the time. I love you. I'll always be with you.
Well, you know what? I think you should break this promise and divorce that bitch. Kick her ass out before she accidentally gets... Of course he can.
He can't.
Why not?
Because she feeds them.
Please. Come on. You know what? There's always Carl's Jr. Please. And by the way, we have no guarantee that she even makes dinner for him. If she's like the typical American woman, she probably says, you got to hit two hands, do it yourself. What?
Buy dinner for him. Doesn't matter if she cooks or not. She'll buy it for him.
No. Dear, he does not need her. He does not need her.
Of course he does.
Why?
Because she supports him.
Because she's what?
She supports him.
Where did it say she supports him?
His dad. Doesn't he work for his father?
It doesn't. He works for her father, but that doesn't mean she supports him. He has a job.
Exactly. Where is he going to go?
Get a goddamn job. Get out and get a job.
He won't.
He's a pussy. That's because he's pussy whipped.
And you know what? Let me tell you, and most of the men...
I'm telling men who are pussy whipped to get out.
Pussy whipped.
Well, if they're pussy whipped, they should get out.
They're pussy whipped. They won't.
Well, you're right.
They won't.
Well, maybe they won't, but they should.
They won't.
Well, some do, you know, dear. Some do.
You know, honey, if you make more money than your spouse...
We have no evidence in this email that, A, this woman makes more money than her husband, or B...
Well, obviously, her family makes more than he does.
It doesn't matter what her family makes. It doesn't mean she has it, and it doesn't mean that...
It's the same pocket.
What?
It's the same pocket.
No, it's not the same pocket.
Yes, it is.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you're telling me that every rich family, and by we don't even have any evidence they're rich. For all we know, they could own an exterminator company or who knows what kind of company.
We don't know.
There's no evidence they're even rich.
Listen, hey, I'm just telling all the ladies out there, you got to boss them around and tell them what to do.
Yeah, well, I'd kick you in the teeth and leave you in 2 seconds. I wouldn't put up with any crap from you for 1 second.
Hey, listen, you know what?
I'd kick your ass out so fast.
You know, one of my friends saw you walking down the street.
That's enough, dear. Thank you. 1-800-5800-TOM. I guarantee you, with that mouth, dear, I would drop kick you through the upright so fast you wouldn't know it hit you. You and your big fat mouth would be out on the street. I don't care if I work for your father. I don't care what the deal is. You'd be out. Done. Andrea, you're on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hello, Tom.
Hello, Andrea.
That girl is just disgrace to women. That just called.
I think she's demonstrative of many women.
Okay, first of all, an agreement is an agreement. you're bound to that. If that lady wants a baby now, then she should just, end the marriage and
go marry somebody else, or go get knocked up by your high school sweetheart. Or something. Go ahead.
Exactly. And so what if she works for her father? He still goes to work 40 hours a week.
That's right.
Probably more.
That's right.
And if she...
And again, another example of why you should never get involved with people at work.
Exactly.
This is the kind of thing that can happen to you.
Yeah, exactly.
And by the way, how desperate is that to say, I work for her father, so leaving is not an option. Get another goddamn job!
Yeah, the job that you got with her father is easy. You can go out and interview and get another job just as quickly.
Mm-hmm.
There's an option. Either you're going to give her the baby or you're not.
Right.
There's the door.
Bing, bang, boom.
Yeah, all you have to do is walk out.
Right.
But she should respect the fact that they made an agreement.
Yes.
And that girl, Susie, go get a life and go get some education.
Yeah, please.
She was annoying me.
Yeah, well, again, if I heard that mouth in my home, I would come to my senses and realize that I was doing nothing but banging the crap out of her, and I'd never listened to her open her mouth before.
Yeah.
I'd kick her ass out of there so fast. That bitch would be out on the street so fast.
Well, she's ghetto, so you can tell. By her language.
Oh, listen to that, Andrea. Thank you. 1-800-5800-TOM. I'm not going there. Robert on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Yo, Tommy, what's up, my man?
Not much, Bobby, baby.
How you doing?
Pretty good.
Hey, I just want to say, first of all, Dino, he's one hell of a cool mofo, man.
There you go.
That's hella cool.
He soaked up Philly like a sponge.
Yeah, hey, look, Tom, you're cool enough, but you're giving this guy the wrong advice. The ultimate vows that they made to get married.
Oh, so in other words, certain promises are more important than other promises.
Absolutely, Tom.
I see. So it's okay to lie about other things.
Absolutely, Tom. You lie about certain things just like I lie
That's
about
okay.
You know, Tom.
Yeah.
And seriously, it's okay to lie about this. The vows were the ultimate agreement that they made, and they should stick to that. And if a bitch can't wait for a kid, she's going to have to. You know what I'm saying?
Well, no, she doesn't have to. She could put holes in his condoms. She could stop taking the pill.
She'd be a dirty broad.
Yeah, you think that'd be the first time that ever happened?
Of course not.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, though, Tom. If the guy is making an excuse that he has to stay because he's got a job with her old man, well, then he's puss, man. He's a pussy.
Of course he's a pussy. He needs to get out.
Well, I don't know. I think he should hold out for a little while. I mean, a couple years, see how it goes, and if it's not going right...
She's not giving him a couple of years. She's going to have a baby, and then he's going to have to pay her child support for 18 years.
He should act like a man and put his foot down and say, look, bitch, we ain't having a kid until I'm ready.
Yeah, and how do you enforce that? A woman has the ability to decide whether or not a pregnancy goes forward and has the ability to stop the birth control, right?
You got no trust in women, do you, Tom?
Believe me, pal, anytime a woman gets like this and tries to beat you into submission, they eventually get their way. This is what happens. And you have to take dramatic action and say no.
Hey, I've always put my foot down with my women, Tom. Always.
Really?
And I've always gotten my way.
You have, huh?
Yeah. I'm not married, and so I'm not stuck in a relationship.
So how do you prevent pregnancies from happening?
Damn, man. Well, you wear birth control, man. You wear a condom.
Every time?
Every time, but if you don't, you better pull out real quick.
Oh, please, don't even start with that pull-out method. I can't believe how many ignorant people call in and suggest the pull-out method. It doesn't work.
Tom, you tell me. I'm 30 years old. I've been getting laid since I was 14. I've never gotten a girl pregnant.
Lucky.
I guess so. I guess some of us are just luckier, huh?
Well, that's one of the birth control methods, I guess, recommended by the Pope, and you see how many Catholics have 5 kids.
I'm Catholic myself. That's how I got no kids. I mean, maybe I'm lucky. Maybe I'm shooting blanks, but you pull out too, Tommy. You've been lucky, right? You always use a condom.
I paid for 4 abortions. That's not a secret.
Oh, damn, Tom. What's up with that?
At least I'm not firing blanks, pal. 1-800-5800-TOM. Ian on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Tom.
Ian.
First-time caller.
Thank you.
Hey, Tom, I got a comment on that bitch Susie.
Yeah.
It turned around, and the guy made more money than the woman. If you use her analogy, then the guy can go out and F any woman he wants, anytime he wants.
Right.
whatever.
Right.
He's making the money. He makes the rules.
Exactly.
And quite frankly, you know what? I was foolish enough to be in a 19-year marriage that was to raise a kid.
Yikes.
The boy should get out.
Absolutely, he should get out. He should get out right away, for God's sake. Janelle on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Yes, Tom. I wanted to call and let you know that I think that wife is a sick, manipulative sick, and that I hope now more than ever he's putting Tabasco in the condoms that he better be using, because if he's manipulative enough to change the vows around, or the promise that he made to her, or the agreement that they'd made about waiting to have kids, then she's certainly manipulative enough to be taking his semen and putting it inside of herself. So he needs to be spicing that up.
Exactly.
Exactly. So, and he needs to get a divorce from her, and hopefully, I hope that he made a prenup with her so she doesn't take him for all he's worth.
I agree with you on that. Doug on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Tom, how's it going?
Pretty good, Doug.
All right, you know what? I agree with you on that, because I tell you why. Personally, I believe when she made that vow to him, talking about we'll wait 3 years, she already knew what she was going to do. You know, because Dad runs the whole show and this guy doesn't want to leave. You know what I would do?
What?
I'd take her in her father's offices as a hair. Take your fat daughter. You make her pregnant because I'm gone, because I can make money for myself. You see what I'm saying? I don't have you. If you told me that, you said we could wait 3 years and then you're going to come up and cross it like that, forget you. I don't care if I work for your father, your mother, who else. Because if you're going to be my wife, then you're going to be my wife. We're going to work together on this. You're not going to come and tell me what you're going to do or what you want me to do just because your father runs the show.
Exactly.
And I think that guy should say, hey, look, if you love me, let's go ahead and do this because we don't have the money. Unless your father's going to give me a 50% raise in this company, then we can do that. Or I could lay at home and lay on my ass and watch the kids while you work. Then come in and tell me what to do. Other than that, work with me or you go ahead and hit the highway.
That's right. And this guy should do exactly that. They have an agreement, and if the agreement isn't good enough for her, he shouldn't wait to see what she does.
Absolutely not.
Because she will find ways to have that baby.
You better believe it. You better believe it, because that's the way they think.
That is the way they think. All right. Many of them, anyway. Doug, thank you. It's toll-free, 1-800-5800-TOM. How do you feel about Andy, who signed himself forced fatherhood? They agreed on 3 years before they have a baby, and now she wants one sooner than that. Oh, he's whining about it.
It's the Tom Leykis Show. This is the Tom Leykis Show.
You betcha, baby, at 1-800-5800-TOM. That's our telephone number. Michelle on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hi, Tom. How you doing?
Do you care, Michelle?
Yes, I do. I care very much.
I'm doing great.
Well, I totally agree with you. I feel that if they made an agreement, they need to keep to it. Me and my husband have been married for 15 years. We made an agreement that if we ever got pregnant again, that we would get an abortion because financially we can't afford it. We already have 2 kids. The time came, I got pregnant. I kept the baby. Now I'm paying for it.
How are you paying for it?
Well, I don't get any sex anymore. You know, I've gained weight with this 3rd baby, and according to him, I backstabbed him, I betrayed him.
And he's going to be angry at you for the rest of his life.
He is, because according to him, he is now grounded for another 18 years. We have 2 daughters that are older, which is 14 and 11, and, you know, we were planning our retirement. We were planning, you know, we're going to go here.
Why didn't you get your tubes tied or something?
I asked him, you know what, Tom, I told him time after time, if this is what we decided, let's go get the surgery done. He's a very jealous man, controlling. He's like, no, you know, they already told us.
Oh, he was afraid if you got your tubes tied, you'd bang somebody else?
Yes, exactly.
Oh. Well, you could have banged somebody else and then had his baby. I mean, did he ever think about that?
I don't know what he was thinking. You know, he's a typical controlling Mexican guy.
Oh.
But, I mean, now...
And that gets you really hot, too, doesn't it?
You know what? He told me when I married him, he was a, you know, a-hole. When I divorce him, he'll still be the same way, and when he dies, he'll still be the same way.
Good for him.
You know, I totally understand that, and it's like, you know, he needs to either talk to his wife and tell him, look, either you're going to wait or that's it. This is an agreement we made. If not, she's going to regret it for the rest of her life because I regret it. I love making love to my husband. He's hot in bed, and now I can't even get that. Even if I tried, he'd be like, no.
He even told our oldest daughter, I feel betrayed by your mother. She has backstabbed me. It hurts a lot, but, you know, once you can't make these decisions and you made an agreement, and, you know, I understand that guy that said, yeah, marriage is a vow and everything, but you also, this is a decision that you should make together. And, of course, you know, I went in there thinking I'm going to do this. I saw the ultrasound, and, of course, you think, oh, baby. And then, of course, here I have a baby, a 1-year-old. I mean, she's the most beautiful thing in the world we could ask for, but we are paying for it because financially we're young parents. We can't afford it. If they feel that they need
And you turned out you lied to your husband.
Exactly. I turned around and I did not do what we agreed on. And, of course, he's going to hate me for that, and he tells me every day, you know, you better hurry up and get home because this is what you wanted. You better come home and take care of this kid. I understand how he feels, and I know that he feels betrayed, and I know that I backstabbed him because I did. I went against something we totally agreed on and what we've talked about. And if she does this, she is going to totally regret this for the rest of her life. It's not going to be what they shared, and if he does this behind his back, what is he going to think of her? He's going to think, oh, my God, this bitch, why is she doing this to me? We've talked about this.
Why is she doing this to me?
But, of course, she's going to think, oh, but, you know, I'm getting older and we need to do this and doing that. Believe me, it doesn't work out. I'm, like, missing out on my marriage because of this. I mean, like I said, we love her to death. She's a beautiful little girl. But, of course, my marriage is paying for it. I don't get to share those things. He won't even hold my hand in public.
You really are paying for it. Well,
he's very upset.
I hope it was worth it to you.
I mean, she's beautiful, but I have to admit, I miss my husband. I miss having sex with him. I miss the things that we did. But, I mean, I have to understand, this is the price I had to pay for doing this.
And how long is he going to punish you for this? Forever?
I don't know how long it's going to be. Of course, now it's the point, like, you know, I didn't marry no fat wife, so that's another issue.
Uh-huh.
You know, but, I mean, I have to understand, and these are the choices that I made, so I have to deal with the consequences. If that's something she wants to deal with, then, you know, all means go for it, honey, because, you know what, you ain't going to get crap in the end.
Now, Dean says he bets that your husband is getting it somewhere else.
You know what, I asked my husband, and he comes from a family where his dad cheated on his mom, and he's seen what his mom went through, and he said that he has total respect, that he would never do that behind my back. He would come out and just tell me, you know what, I met somebody else and I'm having sex.
Of course, it's just a matter of time. How long is he going to be able to... You know what I always say, for a man, ejaculation is like urination. We need to do it.
You know what, he will take it when I'm... when I pass out at night, he'll go and, like, take it from me and I'll wake up. But he'll only do it when he knows I'm asleep. Because
he'll only do it when he knows, and you sleep through that, do you? Well,
I don't sleep through it. I wake up when it's happening. You know, I wake up, but he'll do it quick enough to where he gets his excitement, and he don't have to worry about mine.
Really? Now, have you had your tubes tied, or is he...
Yeah, I had my tubes tied. You know what? He's right here. He's looking at me right now.
Really?
You want to talk to him? He'll talk to you.
Oh, no, put him on for a minute. Yeah, put him on.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Talk to him like... How you feel about me having the baby, how I backstabbed you? You know, he doesn't want to talk to you.
Oh, look at that.
He's like, no. Because they're talking about a guy whose wife wants to have kids and she didn't make the agreement, and so...
No, she made an agreement, and now she wants to break the agreement.
Not to have kids.
Now, for 3 years. She agreed not to have them for 3 years, and now she, well, I want them now. It's not fair to make me wait.
Yeah, and I'm telling them the consequences are bad. We made an agreement. I didn't get an abortion, and now I'm paying for it.
Just give him the phone. Give him the phone.
He says that he's paying for it.
Yeah, give him the phone. Just hand him the phone.
Daddy, he wants to talk to you. Hold on.
Yeah, put him on.
Hello?
Yeah, who runs your house over there?
I do.
Look at you. Look at you. Very good.
Yeah.
Now, how angry were you at Michelle? How angry were you?
I was very pissed off.
You're still pissed off. Listen to you.
Yeah, I am, because we talked about this, and we said we weren't going to have any more kids. But, she got baby fever or whatever, and now, she kept the baby, and my rights were gone.
Uh-huh. So how do you pull this off? Like, you wait till she's asleep, and then you slip it in? What do you do there?
When she's asleep, when having sex?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry.
But only when she's sleeping. You will not, give her... There'll be no foreplay, nothing. Just wait till she's asleep?
Yeah, exactly. Just bam, bam, and
take it.
That's it.
And do you need backdoor action when she's sleeping? What if she's on her stomach? Maybe you need to go the other way.
She'll know. She'll feel that.
Oh, yeah.
You know, she's a light sleeper.
Oh, look at that. Very good.
Yeah.
So you're making her pay the price. Now, how long is she going to be in purgatory? Forever?
Yeah, well, until I don't know. I guess
18 years.
Yeah. Well, see, I'm going to have to pay 18 years, so she's going to have to pay 18 years.
So, I mean, at some point, aren't you going to get it on the side? What's the deal?
Oh, yeah.
You're going to have to get it somewhere. Come on.
Yeah, maybe.
You're a guy, so maybe you will get it on the side.
You know what? I got needs.
Did you tell her you might have to get it on the side?
I might have to get it on the side. I'm telling you right now, I'm going to have to get it on the side. Yes. She's laughing.
Have you made her? Yeah, she's laughing because she doesn't know that you will do that because you're a guy.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
And now have you made her get down on her knees and grovel and beg and apologize?
No, she doesn't do that.
She doesn't?
She doesn't do that.
Oh, no, because she's really happy that she pulled that off.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're going to teach her a lesson.
Yeah, sometimes I do.
And by the way, how much did she chunk up after this kid?
How much what?
How much did she? How fat did she get after the kid?
Oh my God, she gained like I don't know. She's like 50 pounds.
50 pounds?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I can imagine if you got down there and got down there like if your coal miner's hat on, got down there. It's like, hi honey, I'm starting now.
Yeah. I mean, she's trying to lose it, but I'm pushing her to lose it.
You're pushing her to lose it.
Yeah.
Really? What are you doing? I mean, you've already stopped putting out. What more can you do?
I try to tell her to work out, and she looks really. It's been already a year since she had the baby. It's time to lose the pounds. Come on.
Mm-hmm. And now that you stop putting out, what other pressure do you put on her? Like, do you not buy groceries once in a while and not pay the rent? I mean, what do you do?
Just the fact that I don't give it up, and I push her. She buys the groceries. I don't pay for nothing.
Does she have a sister?
Does she have a what?
A sister?
Yeah,
maybe if you did her sister, that would be a good incentive.
Well, you know what? Her sister's a little bit worse.
Really?
They're overweight too. So.
Yeah, but so it's like in the family.
Yeah. So yeah.
That's your future there, Danny.
I know.
Whoa.
My God.
Oh boy.
But you know what? I'm pushing her to lose the weight, and she will lose the weight, or else I'm out of there.
Oh, you told her that?
Yeah, I told her that. I've been telling her that.
But she laughs when you say that because she thinks you're not serious.
Yeah.
Tell her you're serious.
I'm serious. If you don't lose the weight, that's it. I'm a like this 101, you know.
Look at that.
Yeah. If you don't lose the weight, that's it. I gave you an ultimatum. Okay.
Danny, you know where I was? You know where I was today? I was in the car. I was driving down Fairfax. I was passing Fairfax High. I saw your trophy wife standing at the corner of Fairfax and Melrose.
Yeah.
She's like 15.
Oh, man.
And in 3 years, when your wife doesn't lose the weight, this woman's going to be waiting for you at the corner of Fairfax and Melrose.
Perfect.
Right there at the corner, right across from the Chevron station.
Yeah. You know what? I don't think I can wait 3 years.
Oh, really? Well,
I might have to dump her pretty soon.
Daddy, you wouldn't be the first. Oh, yeah. 1-800-5800-TOM. It's Jim. Hello.
Hello, Tom.
Hello, Jim.
How are you?
Do you care?
I do.
I'm doing great.
Hey, I've been there. I've done that. I got out before it was too late.
You got out before it was too late?
I did.
See, I think that's what he's got to do. If he stays, she will get pregnant. I guarantee it.
I married a girl with 2 kids, worked for her father's company. She wanted more kids. No way. You already got 2 kids. Forget this.
Uh-huh.
Well, you got to stay. You work for Daddy. No way I don't. I'm out of there.
Yeah.
He needs to go.
He does need to go. No doubt about it. All right, Jim, I agree with you. John on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hello, Tom.
Hello, John.
How the hell are you?
Do you care?
I do, Tom.
I'm doing great.
You guys are my family. You're the father I never had, and Dino's the brother I never had.
Thank you very much. I'm the father to many.
Oh, man. Up here in Seattle, and this sounds like some of the weird, crazy bitches we have up here. God. I'm 28. I've been listening to you for a long time, and I'm single because of it. Have had no kids. I got fixed, so I can't ever have that problem.
Do you ever bang chicks who you know want you to impregnate them?
Oh yeah. And then one got pissed because I strung her out, and finally showed her the paper that, hey, I'm fixed. She got so pissed, Tom. Oh God. These guys need to get some balls, and especially the guy that the chick that called and said that she backstabbed her husband. Dude, these guys need to get some balls and get out.
Right.
Keep the bitches and dump them.
Yep, that's right.
God, Tom, these guys, you need to crack some asses and get these guys and smack them in the head. Do something else. Get them out of there.
John, I'm doing the best I can.
1-800.
I got a problem. I'm 20 years old, married, and have a kid.
That's 2 problems.
And I got another one, too.
That's 3.
Last night, me and my best friend's wife hooked up.
That's 4 and 5.
The Tom Leykis Show.
The Tom Leykis Show at 1-800-5800-TOM. It's Jennifer. Hello.
Hi, Tom.
Hi, Jennifer.
I'm calling because I want to let you know that I completely agree with you. I think that if they made an agreement, they should stick to it. First of all, kids cost so much, okay?
That's right.
They cost a lot. Just like I come correct, it's all up front. He should come correct. Don't come with me with bad credit. I don't have bad credit. I'm not bringing that to you.
Yeah.
Same thing about basically about anything. If I have, I expect you to have, and I expect for both of us to work together. Mm-hmm. And if we can't work together, if we're going to be deceiving each other like that, it's not fair.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the thing is, they sat down, they argued about this.
Right.
They came up with a compromise.
Right.
And they both agreed to it, and then they got married, and they said, well, I changed my mind.
Right.
Tough luck.
It would have been different if both of them were in the same place, and he was like, okay, we both have, grown or whatever, and we both know each other a little bit better, and we know that this is what we want. But if both of them don't want it, it's not good.
My first marriage ended because I had a conversation with my wife at the time, before we got married. And I said, here's the deal. I don't want to have kids. I was 18 at the time. I'm not ready. My career is nowhere.
Right.
I haven't even finished school. Nothing.
I don't blame you.
I just want to, we be together. That's great. I said, if you want to have kids or you don't want to get married, we can just date or we can just live together, but we don't have to get married. But understand, I'm not having any kids. And she's like, oh, I understand. I don't want to have kids either.
Right.
And we lived together very happily for like 2.5 years. And then 2.5 years in, her aunt, who was like 43, had kids 13 and 11, and that surprise kid you weren't expecting to have poop, there it is. Oh. And she went out and spent a day wheeling the baby around in the carriage and stuff, and then came home and said, I have to have a kid. I've been with my aunt all day, and it's so wonderful. I have to do it. And I said, yeah, but, we agreed to. No, but I saw it. It was so wonderful. I have to do it. I'm sorry. I'm going off the pill starting tonight. I'm going to... And we ended up breaking up over that.
Oh, my God.
Because we had an agreement.
But you know what, Tom? Another thing is that, basically, if he is really dwelling on this thing about him working for her family,
right?
If he has a problem with that, he needs to be a man, okay?
Exactly.
Man, if you really have a problem with this, be a man and don't do it.
That's
Say
right.
no. No means no.
That's right. You're right. I am 100% in agreement with you, Jennifer.
And that's all I have to say, Tom.
You call me anytime.
All right.
All right. There goes Jennifer. Representing Baltimore there. I like that. Our email address is my name. It's Tom at blowmeuptom.com. That's Tom at blowmeuptom.com. And call our comment line, 310-842-9592.
The Tom Leykis Show.